Hello and welcome back to Grace.Filled Homestead. Today I'm super excited because I am putting together this Aivituvin coop and I'm super excited to share it with you. The challenge is to see if me and these kids and I can put this together in a reasonable amount of time today. So I'm going to bring you along the journey and let you see what's going on, because I know that everyone has seen me post about 2 of my incubators. So you're like, Chrissy, you have almost 50, 60 chicks. Where are they going? They're going in here. I'm so glad you asked. So let's get this thing unboxed and put together. Okay, so we're gonna put this coop together right here in this area. This is a perfect area. This whole thing is fenced in, and so we are gonna just set this right here. I think it's gonna be a good space, and then as we get more, eventually what we're gonna do is replace this area right here, and what we're gonna do is go ahead and have like a mini little farm, if you will. So there will be 3 or 4 different little coops in there, and everyone can have their own home and just still be enclosed and have some extra protection. And the goat wants to help too. She's on the tools. Oh, ladybug, ladybug. And we have the little ones. So here my 13-year-old and I are just simply unboxing everything. We are keeping to reuse, reduce, and recycle as much as we can, and then we're just tossing the rest. So we're just taking the things out of the box and setting them to the side so that we're ready when it's time to put it together. You know, our children are a gift and they're just entrusted to us for just a little bit of time. So it was really a treat and a joy to be able to do this alongside of my 13-year-old. He is so handy and I am so proud of him. When he was a little boy, we used to have little tool sets and all kinds of things for him and just really cultivate a love of this. And so now he can put things together very, very well. And I'm super proud of him. And again, it was just a beautiful time to work with him. So in this video, we just show you the unboxing, the assembly, and just talk about a few awesome things about this product. You might hear a few laughs and you'll see some drops and things like that. But it brought me joy making this video, and these are memories that I'll hold dear to me for a while. Now, I do want to say this about Aivituvin. They ship quick. Like, they ship in 1 to 2 working days because they have 8 warehouses in the USA. And so I'm telling you, this thing was delivered, I'm telling you, in less than 3 days. Now, I know that they deliver in 3 to 5 working days, but they are fast. So you don't have to be waiting and keep checking. You're tracking to see where your packages are. Chances are they're going to be on your doorsteps waiting for you. So, you know, we try to be as environmentally friendly as possible, and we really try hard to reduce our ecological footprint. This is something I've been doing for over 10 years now. Very conscious, very mindful of that. So I love that their materials are made of fir wood and coated with the eco-friendly water-based paint that's 100% safe. I have 5 children. I have a ton of animals. I want my animals safe. I want my children safe. So it's important to me knowing the type of paint and the type of wood that they use on these products. I wanted to point out the easy assembly. All of the cages come flat packed, and they come with the sufficient pictorial manual, and that really is helpful. I know, but Lonnie, I thought she was holding the gate. The screws were marked in plastic bags, so that was really cool because you knew what went with where. The panels are all stamped and they come ready to be screwed together, and that's what I was showing you when I was showing you the letter, so that you could see how things look. Many of the panels had dowel rods that fit nicely into the pre-drilled holes, And so that was really cool and really helpful in putting this together. And as you can see, you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be a pro. And honestly, it's so easy that a 13-year-old could almost do this by himself. And I know because my 13-year-old put this together, and I've pretty much recorded and kept him company and laughed and joked with him, but I helped him out very little, and I just wanted to be helpful. It wasn't that he actually probably needed my help, but you know, he's a sweet boy, and so he just lets me think that I'm doing something, even though I'm just telling you the truth. I know I wasn't doing too much. But again, this was just a fun project to do with him. I absolutely love doing this with my boy. And throughout, you can see some of my other children. You can see some of the animals, and some of the kids help here and there, but they were having such a good time playing with the animals and on the swings that they weren't really paying as much attention over here. Aivituvin actually has more than just the chicken coops on their site, and actually my eyes are on the duck coop they have, it's on the bunny coop they have, and it's on the dog coop they have. Now, do I have to have all that? No and yes, because one, I love that I can kind of have my whole setup all matched together. Like, that makes me feel good. That's aesthetically pleasing to me. And we are working on getting a livestock guardian dog, a Great Pyrenees, to help guide and guard the animals that we're bringing in. And Aivituvin has this house that is heated, and so man, my eyes are on that one. And we're also gonna get some little bunnies. My daughter wants some bunnies, and we thought that would be really cute and fun. And more importantly, we're able to use the poo for compost. And the best part about it, unlike the chicken manure that has to age about 6 months, give or take, the bunny poo is something that we can use instantly in our gardens. And because I'm growing herbs, and because I am growing vegetables and flowers, this is going to be so good for me. It's going to be a really great addition here to this homestead that we're building up. So now, more thoughts on this coop. So some of the easier parts to me was I really loved how all of the little screws and stuff came with numbers and letters. So that was totally awesome. I loved how there were letters on the sides of all of the pieces. I did love the pictures in the manual. That made it really amazing, and it made it easier to understand, and it pretty much eliminated the room for error. So those were some things that I really, really liked about this coop, about the packaging. Everything overall was very well packaged. Again, I love the fact that you didn't have to be a carpenter to put this together, that a mama and her teenager was actually able to put it together. So that was really cool as well. I can tell that a lot of work and time has been put into the packaging, into the making, into the thought and build of this. And I think that, again, Aivituvin has done a very good job with doing that. Now, let's talk about some of the issues that I had. For one, my son kept dropping screws. No. It was like, Mom, cut that out. I'm like, I'm not going to cut it out. Like, people need to know that in real life, when you build things, you drop screws, like you drop nails, and we don't need to glorify this process in such a way that people feel like they can't drop a screw or they can't drop a nail, because you totally can. So that was really fun. The one mistake that we made, and I'm pretty sure it was on our end, it's when it came to the run. We actually had the hinges up too far, and because of that, we were not able to close the door all the way inside. We thought about taking it apart and then redoing it, but when we inserted one of the screws, we did get a small crack in the wood just in that one little spot. So we just decided to not worry because, again, they are in the run, and honestly, we don't foresee ourselves closing that. I mean, it was just a nice feature that came with the coop, but that wasn't a must for me just because we are going to have so many in there, and I know this is not a long-term solution for my little chicks. Now, moving forward, once we move them out, get them into other areas, we might isolate them. So maybe just the olive egg layers will be in this one, and maybe in another one all of the Maranas might be in there, and maybe another one all the Leghorns might be in there. So we isolate them by group. I think that that'll be great. Or if we isolate by rooster with a couple of ladies so that we can know where our fertilized eggs would be. I think that's going to be a great thing. But either way, I just don't foresee it being a deal breaker that we're not able to open and close this little door here. So really right here, this was the only issue that we had with the entire coop. Again, if you look closely, you can see that we just didn't have it back far enough, and it's just a little bit, too far over, but again, it works for us. Now, moving forward, again, I do plan to have all of the little ones there when they first go out up until it's time to move them and we have some other things established for them. But let's talk about the aesthetics of it. Because I think that it's absolutely beautiful. And so I've been looking at it and thinking about like how I can dress it up and make it a little cuter, if that's something I choose to do. And so I want to know your thoughts. Like, what do you think that we can add to this and do to this to give it just a little more character and just to make it a little more lovely?
What's up, Kitty was on.
So I was thinking whatever the permanent location is, once we're all ready to go there, that I could do some small tiny rocks along the inside, and then follow up with some larger rocks behind that. And I thought that that would be really cute, and I thought it would also be another way to ensure that nothing can get inside, because nothing's really digging up through rocks. So that was just something that I personally was thinking I could do to make it, to put a little stamp on it, to make it our own. It's just to add some rocks, maybe a few herbs that the chickens will like, possibly a window box. It would have to be really small and really lightweight. But there's always a possibility, or maybe even just a simple reef over the window. So those are just a few ideas. Maybe just a flower here or there. I know sometimes the chickens like to step on that, and sometimes they like to eat it, but we can have vision, right? Like, we can dream. We can have some goals, even if they step on it. We're not gonna put a $50 plant in there, but maybe something that was on clearance or on sale, or something that we start or grow ourselves. My last thought was that I could get something similar to like a paint stirrer stick and put a sign up top, and then put whatever the name of the chickens that live in there are. I thought that would be so cute and so fun. So those are just a few of my ideas. Again, let me know if you have any ideas. I would love to maybe incorporate it into this coop or any future coops that we will be sharing here. So thank you for that. while I'm saying thanks, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family. I know that all of your kind, loving, supportive comments will really encourage, motivate, and inspire my 13-year-old son as he reads them. So please be nice in the comments. If you want to comment something, keep in mind that this is a 13-year-old boy who's working hard to be a blessing to his family as well as the Most High. So be kind. If you can't be anything else in this world, it just means so much for you to be kind. And honestly, I just think he did a phenomenal job, a way better job than I could have done. So I'm super thankful for him, and again for this time that we were able to spend together. You know what we can do? We can finish tomorrow because the food is ready. My phone's about to die. What you think?
There you go.
Okay. Oh, I was shouldn't have tried to close it yet. It's not even with the other one. Uh-oh. Okay. Just make sure you don't get it too high. Is that too high? Let's see how it. Okay. When you are putting. Oh goodness. Oh boy. Doom 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 doom. Just kidding.
I'm illegally blind. I can see me barely.
Oh boy.
It's basically
Third time's a charm. Bam. Fourth time's a charm. Bam. Well, if you had it in the hole, maybe. Y'all, we just playing with y'all. He know what he doing. Ready? Bam. That's what's up. Oh, you got that in there the first go round. Till I watched. And then I realized they were looking at me. Oh.
I'm gonna try. Ain't making no promises though.
Oh, did I move it a little bit? Okay. It's fine.
Y'all don't see nothing.
Even if they do, it happens in real life.
It ain't real life though. It's a video.
I think that's the problem. We show too much perfect. But the reality is people drop screws. Things happen all the time. Every single time. Alright, there we go. So we got another one. Okay. Okay.
Exactly 2 left.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see what we get. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Let me make sure. Wait, let me make sure. Okay, go ahead. I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that it was encouraging. I hope it was informative. I hope it was fun. I hope it was just cool to watch my children and I interacting and doing things together. I appreciate all the likes, all the comments, all the subscriptions, all of the fun and cool things, and I'll link Aivituvin when you're ready in the description box.
My boy.